Yay, I'm so excited. Project Runway is back. Heidi Klum is back. She's one of the judges. Heidi is the Victoria's Secret's angel. She, was on the back end of that supermodel wave that was going on in the 80s and, into the 90s. And this is her show. Like, however many beautiful ladies they come over here to host the show, this is Heidi's show. So El Cid is going to be reviewing Project Runway also. I believe she says Saturday. So yeah, on Saturday, I want to see her take on the things and what the judges had to say, and her opinions of the fashions. Who's the fave? Who's not the fave? Um, Tim Gunn. Yeah, I mean, Tim's not there, and as much as I like Tim, I don't feel no ways about it. That's okay with me. If Tim Gunn is not there, Heidi is there. She's been there from the beginning. Like I said, this is her show. Um, her and Tim had a little side gig at some point. I feel like it was during COVID because I know I watched another design show. Actually, it was good. It was good. Um, but it's all over. Good things come to an end, I suppose. I'm glad she's back. You never know what to expect with Heidi on when it's time to judge people. Sometimes, me and Heidi be right there on the same page, and then other times I'm like, Heidi, what the hell were you smoking before you came over here? So yeah, Heidi's back. We're glad about that. Nina Garcia is the day one judge. She's been holding it down this whole time that Heidi was gone. She's the editor in chief of Elle magazine. Making the Cut. That's the name of it. The show that they had together. It was good. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I love design competitions, so I watch all of them. But we started here at Project Runway. Nina. I feel like you can always count on Nina to give you a very direct opinion. She don't really fluff it up. You know what I'm saying? She lets you know exactly what it is, and she's very influential, being that she's the editor and chief at Elle magazine. So her opinion is very, very important as far as I'm concerned. La Roche. La Roche is the image architect. That's what they call him. He's a celebrity stylist. He styled Anya Taylor-Joy, Celine Dion, your girl Zendaya shuts down every runway. Every runway that you usually see her on, she's shutting it down. And apparently he feeds off of tears. And it seems like that's what he does. when you come across La Roche in the seat, we had the opportunity to see his very direct and unfiltered judging style over there on America's Next Top Model. So I don't expect anything less over here. If I was a contestant, I am going to be a contestant, but I ain't got to be critiqued by La Roche or Nina or Heidi. It's just going to be y'all. So be nice and be kind. Anyway, contestants, bring your thick skin because I don't think La Roche is coming over here to play. And Christian Siriano is back as the mentor to the designers. Like I said, I like Tim Gunn, but I also like watching the interaction between the contestants and Christian because he's been in their shoes and it's always fun in the workroom. And, Christian is something different. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's get into the designers. Who got first? Madeline Mellifont. Bear with me. I have to pull up their bios and things. So, look at theirs already there. Just so we can get to know a little bit about, who these people are and where they come from and things of that nature. Oh, I'm Martell Holt it again. Every time I do that, I want y'all to say Martell Holt. And then I'll stop saying it because he says it so much. Okay, Melody Mellifont. She's a vintage and period piece obsessed designer. Madeline grew up on Nantucket, always dreamt of being a fashion designer. Deeply inspired by the Renaissance period, her unique historical design style blends era-esque silhouettes with a modern twist. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest over here. Uh, this don't really feel Renaissance to me. Not so much. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's very costumey. Like, would y'all wear any of this in real life? Madeline, I like what she has on. I'm just curious. Who is this girl? Who is this girl and where is she going? Wherever she going somewhere I'm probably not going. So, I guess we'll see what Madeline has to offer us, you know, when we get over here to the show later on this evening. Episodes 1 and 2 tonight. Ethan. What did I say about Ethan? Man, I hate ads and things. Come on. Ethan is from RuPaul's Drag Race, which I haven't watched in a very long time. But yeah, he's known as RuPaul's Drag Race legend. He's a legend, Utica Queen. I haven't watched it in a long time, but so a legend for me is, Bob. What is it? Bob the Drag Queen or whatever. I haven't watched it in a long time. Ethan is now bringing his fierce fusion of high fashion, avant-garde industry and theatrical storyline to Project Runway. He aims to bring drama, sophistication, and a touch of surrealism in everything he creates. I'm buying it. It seemed like it. I feel like, there's a space for everyone, and a lot of those people that come on Drag Race, a lot of those drag queens, their sewing skills are phenomenal. Some can't sew, but some are very good. And usually with the ones that are fierce and over the top and all of those things, don't have a problem finding creativity. They have more of a problem like editing down, but editing down is better than not having enough. Monet, yes. Did you see just recently? I can't remember her name, but one of the drag queens, like back in that era, passed away. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm curious enough to see what Ethan is gonna bring. I hope it's not this though. I hope we don't get a bunch of drag queen clothes. I'm sure there will be challenges that require, his whole, over the top design. But I hope that's not like, I want to see some fashion. He said avant-garde and all of that. So we'll see, Ethan. Antonio Estrada. Now, the only thing about Antonio is this is all him. He came over here and he decided to design his own self. So usually it's a hard time for them to find menswear designers. So I think that won't be a challenge this time. I think everybody wants to come in and, be a women's wear, make dresses and things. Oops. We talking about Antonio. What I'm seeing right here, it seems very 70s inspired, like Studio 54 back in the day kind of thing. I'm not sure what Antonio is giving. Some bootleg pants and some crop tops over here. That about it. Jesus Estrada. I don't think I read his bio, Antonio. Let me go back to Antonio real quick. Clearly they're brothers. After designing alongside his twins, so they designed together. So it's going to be interesting seeing like what they give separately, and you'll be able to see probably who gives the most in terms of direction when it comes to the designs, because some people are directors and some people are used to being directed. And I think when you're used to being directed, it can be a little challenging when it's time for you to be out on your own. Born in Mexico and raised in California, Antonio is a self-taught designer who's known for his bold, versatile designs that blend glamour with a touch of playful rebellion. I guess that's a cute way to put it. That's all I'm saying. It's cute or whatever. Then his brother over here. Project Runway season 7 alum. So Jesus was already here. He's back with his brother. So is he the one that used to be in Under Direction? Because he's been over here before. And I barely remember him. Barely remember him. I've seen a clip and I forgot it already. So born in Mexico and raised in California, Jesus is a charismatic designer known for vibrant queer designs that blend old Hollywood glamour with modern age. Is that what he's doing? I mean, they didn't really, between the two of them, they didn't have a lot of options. Old Hollywood glamour, I don't see it. Modern age, he's giving a little streetwear vibe. Yeah, at least he's got a little bit of, range, I'll put it. Because whatever his brother Antonio was doing was very much the same thing, different colors. What's his name? Yuhan Han. He's a streetwear designer. So I'm over here trying to read their bio. Originally from Xing, China, Yu Chin Han is ambitious and authentic designer on a personal mission to empower others through his futuristic and enlightenment-focused designs. Wow, that's a mouthful. Often finding himself from sci-fi films, finding inspiration from sci-fi films, Yu Chen is obsessed with aliens, fiercely owns who he is. Do this remind you of an alien, though? His bio doesn't match his design. That's what I think. This does not look like it doesn't give aliens to me. It definitely gives streetwear. I like it. And, I don't know. I feel something about it. There's a lot about it I like. There's a lot about it I'm confused about. It's giving street kid. At least I know where this person is going, unlike your girl from Nantucket. I don't know where that girl was going, not to the Renaissance, but yeah, I don't know that it's giving alien, but I do like it. I think he's got a clear point of view. It's definitely interesting to look at. And so, yeah, I'll be glad to see, interested to see what else he has to offer. Just like the other guy from Drag Race. What was his name? You know who I'm talking about. He has a lot. He has a lot to offer in terms of design wise. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when Yukon is put Yu Chin. I'm butchering his name, but I'll have it right by tonight. It'll be interesting to see how he fits in with the challenges. But like I said, it seems like he's got a lot of range and a lot of ideas. So yeah. Who's next? VJ Florizia. I'm just going to say VJ. Is a fearless designer and proud trans woman from the Philippines. VJ is known for her fiercely competitive and unapologetic personality, along with her aesthetic that combines modernity, wearability, and art. Modernity. I don't think I've ever said that word before. I think VJ's designs are interesting. It looks like a fusion of menswear and women's wear. I think she definitely will be able to do both. Again, she's got some interesting shapes. These girls would have to be going somewhere to events art events like the Met Gala and things. These ladies are going somewhere that fashion is being discussed. Art galleries and things. But like again, I can see where where her girl is going. This isn't like the kind of clothes that you wear every day. It's definitely works of art. So yeah, VJ, I'm here for it. I want to see more. Belania, Belania, Dali. Y'all get with these names, giving me a run for my money. Known for her fearless and feisty personality, Belania elevated streetwear designer is ready to put her signature pattern mixing and color blocking designs into the spotlight. Growing up on Long Island, Belenia learned how to sew at the age of 13 and has since honed in impressive technical skills. So that means she's self-taught. That means she didn't go to school anywhere. Um, First of all, these are the only two things I could find that she maybe probably designed, because she doesn't put a whole lot of focus on her designs on her page, on her Instagram. So it's very simple. It's not interesting. The pattern mixing is it's tricky. So I feel like she's gonna have a hard time just based on the designs, other designers' skills in terms of construction and design, and that she everything that's in this picture, I've seen it before, and I've seen it like on a discount setting. Joan, see what I'm talking about? This the technical skill is just so far advanced. Look at that jacket Joan has. Oh, she's definitely got a market. A vibrant and high energy designer from Queens, New York, Joan Madison brings optimism, creativity, and bling to everything she touches. Known for her big dramatic designs and theatrical style, she's ready to make her dreams come true. I feel like she definitely is, just based on what I'm looking at, is definitely one of the forerunners. Now, this right here, this gold outfit on the end, that's how you mix textures and patterns. This is my opinion. This piece in the middle is stunning. Yeah. I could see Cher wearing that. Both of them, the black number, I love all of it. I'm so excited to see what Joan is going to do over here. This is like my favorite space because, yes, on the discount rack. You know, when you go to the back of Marshall's and you see a dress for $10.99 and it's that little two-piece thing she had right there. There's no comparison. You have to admit that, El Cid. What Miss Delaney, what's her name? Child. Belania. Belania and Joan, they're not even in the same, realm, none whatsoever. Yes, it's my professional opinion, and even though it doesn't matter anywhere, here it counts for something. Joan, I love. Looking forward to seeing more of what Joan has to offer, for sure, for sure. Who's next? Angelo Rosa. I feel like they got a lot of streetwear designers. A proud single dad and a passionate streetwear designer from Providence, Rhode Island, Angelo Rosa fuses his Dominican heritage with his New York grit. His designs blend luxury streetwear with bold, edgy details that reflect his creativity and resilience. I mean, skillfully as streetwear, I like it. It doesn't look like anything I haven't seen before. And I think it'll be interesting to see how he's going to translate that when it gets to be like a red carpet look or a ball gown, when he has to do women's clothing, because they don't often get to do men. I mean, there's some men in there, but you got to be able to dress women too. So I guess we'll see. I'm not wowed by it. for the most part, like I said, it looks like something that I've seen before. Casey. Casey Black, Project Runway Season 19 alum and Houston, Texas native Casey Black returns and bringing her out of this world designs back to the runway. Casey is known for her hand-painted prints, gender fluid designs, and love for breaking traditions in the chicest way. Who wrote these bios? I feel like they're a lot. What did they say? Her out of this world designs? I guess. I don't feel like they're this much out of this worldly. I feel like she's somewhere stuck between strawberry shortcake and the junior department down at JC Penney's. If I'm being honest. This two-piece that she has on herself is dope. I would like to see that whole, ensemble put together. As far as the rest of that stuff, I don't know what in the Holly Hobby heaven is happening over here with Miss Casey. Casey came over there the last time she was here. I think it was season 19, and she had this ridiculous coat that she made that was poorly made, and she got sent home first. It seems like there's a couple people here though whose sewing skills might be lacking, more than hers were lacking then. So if she may have that going for her. Aside from that, I don't know. I don't see nothing special about what she got going on over here. So Casey, we got our eyes on you. I feel like she might make it, past the first round, but it's some stiff competition over here. And the streetwear designers their skills technically, based on what I'm seeing, is really, good. Alex Foxworth. What do we know about Alex? Alex is growing up in Greensboro, North Carolina, sharp and opinionated designer. Alex Foxworth is the juxtaposition of Southerner meets New York, inspired by her Japanese grandmother from Nagasaki. She incorporates traditional kimono techniques into timeless, mindful designs. The Asian designers are typically very intricate with their details. She's got some interesting shapes here. I always get a little bit concerned when there's always a bunch of crop tops and belly out things. Like, I definitely see the Asian inspiration. I'm looking at this black outfit. I'm not sure what the fit is supposed to be like. It's kind of hard to tell, but black is like that. So it's kind of hard to tell from a picture, what you're getting. But aside from that, am I wowed? I'm not wowed, but mostly because it's not my style, not because she's over here at the rack. There's definitely design there. I think it's very feminine. And again, the outfit that she has on, is really nice. So, and I know that when you're doing fashion show stuff from a designer's perspective, that's not, have people sewing for you and things of that nature. When you have to put together your own things, they're not always polished, but from what I'm seeing, I think, she's got an interesting, like I said, she's got a delicate aesthetic. And it's always cool, I think, when you can bring something from your heritage. Isn't it crazy how we don't have that? Not all of us. You've got the African designers, but I mean, for those of us that were born here in the United States, we don't always get that heritage. Our heritage is, my heritage is from the Motor City, child. So my inspirations are 70s afros and Black Power Fist. Who's next? This is another one I like. Joseph McCrae. Between Joseph and Joan, I feel like, and maybe the Chinese designer, the streetwear designer. I'm not gonna sit up here and keep butchering these people's names. Joseph McCrae, Charlotte, North Carolina native. Joseph McCrae is a self-taught designer and electrical engineer known for his southern charm and sass. After leaving his 13-year job, Joseph is now betting on himself and bringing his bold, boundary-breaking designs to the runway. Talk about gamble on yourself. Electrical engineer, that means he knows some tricks that we don't necessarily know. When they have those challenges that require things that light up, I can see him having all types of LED lights going through things. I like his design. It's definitely a specific point of view. It's giving badass. It's also giving me a like 70s vibe and futuristic. I would love to see, hear more from him, what his inspirations are. But it's definitely interesting. I feel like if I'm going for my personal favorite, just based on what we have here, I'm going to say Joan McCrae would be not McCrae. I promise you after tonight, I'll have everybody's names. I'll know them. I know she's Joan. Did I take her off? No, Joan Madison. Joan Madison. She's my favorite right now. But I like clothes that, I can see myself in, places and rooms that I feel like I would be in. So that's probably why I feel like she's one of my faves. And she grown. So how cool is it to be older and still, and I'm speaking from my own perspective too, but I'm over here and she's over there. Joseph's mismatched earrings in the photo is cute. Joseph has, like I said, a specific point of view. Wherever these people are, wherever his people are, they're very cool people. I like it. So I'm interested to see, who's going to be the standout. I like him too, even though he's calling his inspiration alien. I don't feel like it's alien. I definitely feel like it's very street, and his technical skills are pretty impressive just based on what I see here. So yeah, tonight at 8 o'clock, I believe, Project Runway starts. And if you haven't heard it before, you can hear it now. At the end of every episode, I am going to spend the week entering my own designs in the challenge. So do I have something for y'all today? Probably. I guess you'll have to see after the show. In the meantime, y'all, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back whenever I come back. Hopefully soon. Bye, y'all.